Hey guys, and welcome back to MPK Hobby RC. I'd like to introduce you to my model of the Sydney Express. During the whole lockdown stuff, I made a challenge for myself, sort of a stay-at-home scratch build challenge, to only use stuff that I had lying around the house. So the deck is actually from a racetrack that I had for 1/64 scale little race cars, and the hull lining is actually a road that I was planning on using for my trucks. So it's like a anti-slip material, but it's like a foam material. And well, I ended up not using it because it's quite brittle and it breaks quite easily. For the ballast, I used sand and plaster. So I'm hoping it'll sit it down in the water enough. These are all just packing foam that I had lying around. The bow thruster motor is actually a motor for a motor and a rear axle for like a DIY remote control car. I'm gonna have to cut these down and then put some propellers on here, make a hole. I didn't have any fiberglass or epoxy for that matter. So what I did here is I just used an old bed sheet and wood glue. And then basically same sort of process as epoxy, but just with wood glue. So I'm probably going to do a couple more layers of that and cover the whole hull. And then paint it up with a few layers of like oil-based paint, and then that should be watertight. So I've got to work on the bow at the moment. Before I can do anything else, I need to put the motor in somewhere, and the propeller, and make a hole for the rudder. Superstructure is just foam cut down. Still have to make the funnel before I can paint her up, and then obviously also just wood glue to make it, because obviously the foam, if you spray paint this foam, it'll get all melted and stuff. So wood glue to put a primer on, and then I'll paint it up. But yeah, it's pretty simple. The scale is 1:505, so that's why it's pretty small. So I bought this once. I actually bought two of them. They are complete rubbish. If you ever see these on the internet, don't buy them. They're just complete rubbish. You think it's going to be really cool because it's got vector thrust, but yeah, no. It's a toy. I mean, I was thinking even, I could probably make it into a pretty cool boat with some proper electronics and everything. But for this project, I was thinking one of these motors with this prop shaft and this prop would fit right in here, and that could be perfect. It does come with spare props, which I don't know, I have to see how they're attached. But then I was thinking use those props for the bow thrusters as well. All right. Just the ground. That's the ground, isn't it? I might be able to use that in my submarine, as it's an FM radio. Oh, that's nice. Should just breaking apart. Oh gosh. There we go. That's what I need. From the motor's practically the same size as that thing. I'm thinking maybe take this whole section out and then just plop that guy in somehow. So that took some time, but I managed to cut a little hole here for the motor. I think I'll probably just cut these guys off, stick this on, and then glue them on here. Yeah. Could be a little bit more aligned, but it's pretty good. It's old school, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's the drive and rudder on. It looks pretty good. It's not perfectly aligned, but it's a scratch build. And it's good enough for now. So finally I'm ready to fiberglass. I'm not going to be fiberglassing. I'm going to be fabricking. Yeah, it's just all bed sheets and wood glue. So that's the first two coats of the hull done. I will probably do another two coats of black. I think I need some sanding down by the bow there. I think that's enough for the moment. If you've made it this far, thanks. And well, yeah, this is a new format that I'm trying out. A new sort of upload schedule. Instead of daily, I think I'll be doing weekly or bi-weekly. Perhaps you'd like to also build your own stay-at-home scratch build challenge RC. Basically just only use what you have at home and build yourself an RC. I find boats pretty simple because you don't need a drive shaft and all that sort of stuff. I mean, you do need a propeller and that sort of stuff, but yeah. Anyway, if you do choose to do something like this, why don't you leave a comment or something like that? And like and subscribe if you should so wish to. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cool. Bye.